today's video, Pat and I are gonna break in the outdoor rig that we just put up at CrossFit Polaris. So we still need a few more mats, but it's bolted, it's ready to go. There's two more uprights that are coming, but we hung some rings from it today. It's a beautiful day and we're ready to test it out. So I was just kind of looking at my program. I like to write everything down. I'm like a pen and paper kind of person. But we're gonna go 3 rounds, 2015 Cal Echo bike, and I have not been on an Echo bike in probably 10 weeks because we have an assault bike and they're very, very different. From there, I'm gonna go 100-foot sled push. He's gonna do it with me into 7 ring muscle ups. I'm so excited to get back on the rings, and then 20 pistols. We'll rest 5 minutes, and as of now, we say we're gonna repeat the workout, and the goal is gonna be to beat our time. So round 2, ideally pace, figure it out, kind of work into the workout, maybe see what we would have changed or done different, and do that on round 2. So hopefully we can either 1, stay consistent, or 2, maybe even beat our time. So it should be a really fun afternoon session, get some vitamin D, and break in this brand new rig. It's like, I have no sense of awareness where I'm at. Kind of like the games that time. I don't know, just wide open, there's no ceiling. I have no idea what it is, but you just like turn it over, it feels totally different. Same movement, just outside, I don't know.
It's only right, my head's up, I stay strong, forever young, may you live long. With perseverance, hold on and stand tall. Never back down with my back against the wall. I'm an overcomer, I overcame it, y'all. I conquered every mountain, I've been through it all. Yeah, I've been through it all. I'm fearless.
Nothing can ever hold me back.
Nothing.
I'm unstoppable.
I'm unstoppable. I'm fearless. Yeah.
That was an awesome workout. I don't know if it was, one, it's just fun to work out outside. Vitamin D, fresh air, and breaking in the new rig. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere before people start jumping on using it. It was great. The workout was super challenging. So out of the 4 movements, I like 1 of them. Which mentally can catch up with you. So the Echo bike, the assault bike, I do not love. Sleds, I typically do terrible at. That's me being positive. No, I don't mind them. I think it's a fun workout. It's just not usually one of my strengths in competition. So putting those 2 back to back was pretty gnarly for the heart rate into a high skill, which is also gonna drive your heart rate. And then pistols, my pistols have really come a long way. So I was pumped about it, and I was going against like who I consider the pistol king, which is Pat. He's like a little, I don't know, he just bounces up and down on each leg. He doesn't even have to slow down. So I was trying to keep up with him. All in all, super great workout. I love doing the workout and then resting and repeating and trying to get as close to you can as your time. I was about 40 seconds off, which I'm pretty happy with for those movements. We are super excited. We got our outdoor rig up and running. We're waiting on 2 more uprights, but it's in place. We had a lot went into this to make this happen. So the whole point of us having it though is we have very big classes in the summer, and now with everything going on, we're capping our classes. So we wanted to create an additional space that can be our outdoor space for additional people in class, or even just open gym, because we don't have a great open gym space in our facility. So we are very, very excited about this, and it was so much fun to get to break it in today.
All right, so we actually got a rig that we bought from a gym that was in the process of shutting down. They're actually shutting down, I think, kind of in the midst of all this going on. We hodgepodged some of the leftover pieces that we've had from the rig we had inside. So we have a couple extra uprights, we have a couple more coming so that we can add an extra squat rack. And out here, we actually had a concrete pad. We don't really know what it was here for, but it worked out perfect for us. So underneath these stall mats, we actually got to bolt it directly into the concrete, which was really easy for us, because if it would have been the blacktop, we would have had to dig holes and pour some concrete pads to be able to anchor this thing in. So it's super sturdy, and we've actually got a really flat place underneath, which is nice for squatting and any sort of lifting that we did or want to do. Also, to be able to put it here, our huge storage unit used to be pushed back in the back corner over here. And we actually moved it to the other side so that we can have this whole pad just for rig. And to do that, what we actually did is we brought a forklift from Christy's dad, Tony, has a construction company, and we actually lifted the unit up, slid 2 metal pipes under, and then put the forklift, chained it to the front, and rolled the box on the pipes to move it over. So, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. We had to get creative since we didn't have a forklift big enough to actually just pick it up and move it. But we got a really cool area out here now, and now actually when you're driving in, the storage unit is the first thing you see, so there's no missing the gym, and it turned out awesome.
All right, so with our outdoor rig space, that's gonna give us 6 more squat racks, which we're pumped about, and we have 14 in here. So right now we are capping classes at 14 people to make sure everybody gets their own squat rack, their own pull-up bar. So right here you can see we have a barbell on the squat rack. To the right of it is their pull-up bar. So they'll have their own pull-up bar. In each lane we have a 45 and a 35-pound barbell. We have stacks of plates which go back and across the lanes, so people don't have to congregate to get their plates waiting to pull them off the stack. So they already have their plates set for them. From there, we then have a bench in their lane, a 20 and a 14-pound wall ball. We have a 53 35-pound kettlebell, a 50 and a 35-pound dumbbell, and a box and a whiteboard and a marker with 2 clean towels, sanitizer, and a PVC pipe. That stays in their lane at all times. For today, we had rowing. So our evening coach, who closes and cleans the floor and cleans the gym, will put whatever additional equipment in their lanes. So when they come in at 5 a.m., they all had their rower in place in their lane for the workout today. So we're just kind of taking care of all of the transitions so people can keep 6 feet distance at all times. We're not lining up to get our rowers out. We're not lining up to find our wall ball. It's already here. And then what that also allows us to do is get a lot of work in 45 minutes of class. We don't have to wait for transition time. Everybody has everything they need, which is perfect. So we warm up, they go straight to their barbell, they don't have to wait in line at a rack. We start going, and we have our class blocked off in time frames to get us done in 45 minutes. And then we set the clock for 5-minute cleaning, so that class will clean till the 15-minute mark, and then they head out, which gives us a 5-minute transition for the next class to come in. They can clean everything again if they want to, and then we start on the hour. So far, it's been working awesome. Everybody seems to love it. As coaches, we also love it because it's 14-person classes, and everybody comes straight to their lane with their bag, with their stuff, and they're 6 feet apart. So it's like, all right, guys, 3, 2, 1, it's time to get started, and everybody is super attentive because they're pumped to be back and they want to get a great workout in and get everything done in their 45 minutes. So we are, you know, it's best case scenario. We're having a blast. We love having our doors open, and we feel very fortunate to have all of the bay doors that we have. All right, so we are going to end this session with just a little bit of bodybuilding for triceps. So I'm going to do about 3 sets of 8 JM press, and then some landmine bent over rows, and then we'll call it a day. And it was a really good one. So for the JM press, I'm gonna lay down on my back. I've got sets of 15s. I'm gonna start with my arms extended, and I'm gonna break at my elbow first. So I'm gonna break all the way down to about here. Then I'm gonna roll the dumbbell back to almost touch my shoulder, and then I'm gonna punch. So it's break, roll, punch. I'm doing 3 sets of 8 today. I think the biggest thing is, 1, don't be afraid to break at your elbows. That's something that I typically have to remind myself. So when I say break, I'm sliding down, and then from there, I'm gonna drop my thumb and the head of the dumbbell towards my shoulder so my triceps stay straight. Then what I don't wanna do is I don't wanna use my lat to push up, right? So I wanna think about locking my elbow in and then extending. So we should feel that in our tricep, making sure that we're not kind of pulling with our pec and our lat. The other thing is we don't want our elbows to flare too far out. So we want to keep our elbows in tight and then extend. We should feel this all right in the isolation of our tricep muscles. If you're not feeling it there, then we may be getting too much wiggle room or too much movement in our elbows. It was a really good day. It's nice to have Pat to work out with, especially when he's the pistol king. So it's sometimes especially hard to work out by yourself. So if you can find a training buddy, find a training buddy. It's so much more fun. It's also fun to get outside. Just remember to adjust to the heat. So for us, it hasn't been this hot. It feels like it went from cold to crazy humid. So we're just sweating buckets. So make sure you're salting your food a little bit, you're drinking tons and tons of water, and you're making an effort so that you don't get dehydrated if the weather's starting to warm up wherever you are. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please make sure to hit the like button. That really helps our channel. And if there's anything you want to see coming up, make sure to comment below, and we'll definitely bring you guys that content. I hope you guys have a great day.